Alright, what's up, y'all? My name is Jeff. Thank you for joining my channel. Today we're going to cover a few things involving retentive timers, comparison instructions, as well as time and sequencing circuits. You guys get to see, interlocks, overloads, everything inside this program here. The last video you guys see me go over a few concepts. The same concepts that I'm using in this video, only this video I've added more context and inclusion of safety devices. So you guys get to see that here. I'll press start to stimulate the first portion of the circuit. Alright, start. Turns on our on bit. Our on bit turns on this rung, but nothing here turns on. This is a simulated washer and dryer circuit, by the way. So when we press PB1, it's going to start our cycle. First start sequence is phase 1. Phase 1 is connected to our phase field over here. Second is our phase 2. Phase 2 is in sequence with our phase wash. And then our phase 3 is waiting for phase 2. Phase 3 becomes energized. And then we have phase 3 here again to drain out the wash water. Then we have phase 4. Phase 4. Where's our phase 4? Uh-oh, we've skipped our phase 4. Why did we skip our phase 4? Oh, I see what happened. This was supposed to be phase 4, not 1. Boom, we'll start this over again. It's a 1 minute cycle, so we'll start it again and press PB1 to test to make sure it's still working how we wanted it to. So our phase 1 begins by turning on our field. And once our phase 1 is done, our phase wash turns on to the phase 2. Then our phase 3 waits on phase 2, turns on, phase 3 drains the water. Then we're going to do another phase fill on phase 4. Here we are. Phase 4 fills again, and then our phase 4 is done, so we activate phase 5. Phase 5 connects to our phase spin, so it's spinning all the water out. And once phase 6 becomes active, we're doing our last drain. And then once our last drain is complete, it's going to cycle our cycle start to be done and our cycle complete alarm light to turn on as well. So yes, whenever we reset, we can reset our retentive timer by clicking the cycle reset, or by turning off the circuit. And I want to showcase to you guys that if you're in the middle of this cycle, you can resume just by pressing the PB1 again. So we'll simulate that. If you open the door, or if somehow the door gets unlatched during that time, boom, the door just got unlatched. And then we latch it back again, and we press our PB1. We can see our enabled accumulated value is at 7 seconds. So when we press start, our field phase should still be going. So boom, is that true? We're on phase 2. Let me simulate that again by finding our door. Where did I put that door at? Okay, lid door off. Boom. At 20 seconds, we need to figure out at 20 seconds, where's our program supposed to be? At 20 seconds, it's supposed to be between phase 2 and 3. So right here, our phase 3 lamp should come on once we close our lid door and press our on bit. Boom. Phase 3 was on. We can do it one last time. I keep losing that door. Face off. right? And now we can see our accumulated value. Once we press PB1, it should start. We're left off in between 36 seconds or 40 seconds. Our phase 3 and 4 lamp should come on. So our phase 4 lamp should come on as soon as we press PB1. See, so we'll resume where it was in the sequence. As long as we don't click the stop button, we'll be able to, continue our cycle. Yeah, so phase 6 turns on. When that happens, once we get to 60 seconds on a retentive timer set, we start our off delay time, which will turn off our cycle time. All right, then we'll hit stop. You can see our accumulated value goes back to 0, and that is this circuit. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.